Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, then welcome to you. Today we're going to be doing the weekly readings for the dates that are on the heading of the video. If you are new to my channel, then any likes and subscribes just helps this channel go, supports me. I'm sort of fluctuating on hovering around the 1000 mark. I did get my 1000 mention from YouTube, but I'm so fragile at the moment. I dip down a few, I come back up to the 1000. So any new people tuning in today, I would be grateful if you could hit that subscribe button, and it just strengthens this channel to go forward. So big thumbs up there from me if you could do that and help support me there. It's took me a long time to get to that 1000, and it's been quite hard work on this platform because it isn't an easy platform, but I thank all my subscribers who have got me to that first stage. So that's my first message to you. So yeah, without further ado then, my lovelies, I am going to get straight in to the weekly reads. So thank you again, and we will get on with the messages. I'm going to be reading for the lovely Aquarians to start off this week's readings. So in the first position is your overall energies for the week ahead, and we have the card of Smoke and Mirrors. The second card is going to be your unexpected or your challenge for the week ahead, and we have the Magician. And then the third card is the animal spirit energy of someone around you, or this could be the energy that you're taking on as well for the week ahead, my lovely Aquarians. And the animal spirit card, we have the Wasp spirit saying sometimes life stings. So going into the week ahead, I just feel with the first card being the Smoke and Mirrors, there are certain things around you for the week that people could sort of be hiding information from you. It's things aren't, there's no clarity around some issues that you may be dealing with in the week ahead as well, Aquarius. I just feel there is a situation because of the Magician here taking on the unexpected and the challenge. Then the Magician is the form that you are going to have to take this week, as in that is your challenge. There is an issue where you need to get clarity on. Now, if this isn't directly to do with you, it could be you are dealing with somebody in a work ethic, it could be to do with somebody in a relationship stance, or in a family you are uncertain or unsure, or you don't feel like you are getting the right information, or you are being told lies about something, Aquarius. Because when we look at the animal spirit here, it's saying sometimes life stings. And when I look at this, because obviously I'm using the different animal spirit cards for this week, because I normally use the Kim Crans, but I'm using the Colette Baron Reeds. And when I look at this card, okay, I always look at this here as like lead boots on this wasp, and it's hard going. It's going to be a hard trudge this week for the Aquarians, that the energy levels that I am picking up with. And it's just saying here, somebody, you're just not getting the full picture about something or other this week. And the challenge is to take on the essence of the Magician, because I just feel here, I always look at this as like circles of water. Feelings are running deep. Now, if this is on a romantic side of the coin here, then it's just saying you are aware, you feel that there is somebody not telling you the truth. They could be seeing somebody else behind your back, and you have got to take on this magical magician's energy to try and catch them out. So I'm dealing with, on the romantic side of things, I am picking up here with some Aquarians that are dealing in a romantic where you've had this thought, this smoke and mirrors type of scenario energy around you, where you just think, you know, I know something's been going on, and I feel like this week you are going to address it, because with the wasp spirit here, it's like you are taking that energy on because you've been dragging your feet on this issue for a while, but this week you're going in for the sting, and that is for those on the romantic. But on the general, there is something, an issue where you need to get clarity on something this week. You need to get clarity, because at the moment it's like you are not getting the full facts given you. You are, I want to keep saying, being told lies. Even on the general, there's an issue where you are not getting the full information, and it will affect you emotionally, because I always look at the Magician card here with the water elements swirling around. So it's saying your challenge this week is to dig deep. Okay, dig deep and get the clarity or the information that you require. Or, as I say, you go in with a sting on the relationship side and you uncover these lies that someone is trying to falsify, this smoke and mirrors image around you. So I'm going to leave it there, Aquarius, as my weekly reads are only little short dippings, as you know, but I hope you have a great week, and I'll look forward to reading to you next time. So take care, my lovelies. Now reading for my lovely Aries. So Aries, we've got the overall energy for the week, we've got your challenge, and we've got the animal spirit you or someone could be taking on around you. So I'm just going to flip all these cards around and we'll have a look what's going on for you then for the week ahead. So my lovely Arians, we've got body and soul as your main energy, spirit energy this week. We've got the Tower as in your challenge position, and then we've got the Stag spirit of take the lead. So having the body and soul being as your general energy vibe for the week ahead, this is about, with the green energy here, this is about healing, taking time out this week for you, Aries. There's issues around you where it's saying you need to slow down because you've been burning the candle at two ends, which has then affected your health, because it's saying if you don't adhere to slowing down, then this is why the challenges, the Tower moment comes in. So it's to be mindful in the week ahead that you have got to take note of what your body and your mind is saying to you. Some of you could be struggling or have been struggling sleeping because your mind is overactive. It's going 10 to the dozen. Some of you could be very anxious or worried about a certain situation that is around you. But it's saying here you need to take things back into control this week, hence the Stag spirit, take the lead. So it's saying here, and having the white stag, as I always look about, it's about I always look at the naivety. I think it's like people are being naive. The message in this for you, Aries, is saying you need to waken up to the fact that there is something around you where you're putting in more than somebody else is. You're putting more effort, more work, you are doing more work, and it's saying just be mindful, because it will bite you on the backside. It will bite you on the backside, and that's when the Tower moment comes in. You may feel like, oh yeah, there's nothing wrong, I'll just keep persevering. But it's saying here, the Stag spirit comes in to say, it's like looking at a negative picture. You know, like the old negatives on the photographs, and you used to hold them above the light and then you could see the imagery. The negative is your soul. You might think on the outside that everything's fine and you're ticking along fine and you're dealing with all the stress loads, but hold the negative up, okay, and really see what's going on, because if you don't, then that Tower moment is going to come in. But I feel on a health side of things. Now, if this is not you, this could be somebody around you, your partner, a family member, where you can see it going on. You may have given advice to somebody and say, you need to slow down, you need to do what the doctors told you, you need to go to the doctors even and get something sorted out. You've got to take the lead on a situation this week, Aries. If it's not for yourself, it's for somebody around you. It is quite an important message, because if they do not address this, and I want to say health, I'm going with health on this. I don't feel any romantic message in this at all on the Aries this week. It's a critical message to say you need to be taking rest. If it's not you, somebody close to you, because if you don't take the lead in voicing your advice to this person, then this Tower is going to come in, and this person could end up in hospital. Okay, they could end up collapsing at work. It is that serious, Aries. This is what I feel. That's why this is a very, very strong message that I'm passing on to whoever I'm picking it up here. It could be the Aries that I'm picking up with are aware that they've had underlying health issues and have literally swept it under the carpet for quite a while, but it's coming to a head this week, and it's that taking the lead and doing something about it. And with the Tower card in the challenge, you could have to go and visit somewhere, take professional advice, see a doctor, or go to hospital. So that's not going to resonate with all of you, but that is what I feel I'm picking up with the Aries I'm tuning in for this week's read. So I hope it does make sense to some of you out there, and I will look forward to reading to you next time. So take care, my lovelies. Bye then. I'm now going to be reading for my lovely Cancerians. Cancer, if you can hear anything in the background, my neighbour is just starting to mow their lawn, so it might pick up on the microphone and then again it might not. But I just thought I'd forewarn you. So for the week ahead, my lovelies, we've got general energies, the challenge, and the animal spirit that you or somebody else could be taking on. So I'm just going to turn all these three cards around, and then we can have a look at what is going on for you, my lovelies, for the week ahead. So we have Spirit of Gratitude in your general energies. We have Six of Earth in your challenge. And then we have the Rabbit Spirit, now is a lucky time, coming in as a message for you for the week ahead, Cancer. Spirit of Gratitude, then this is the energies that you are taking on for the week ahead. It's like to say, be thankful this week of what you have currently achieved. Because with the Six of Earth, this is your challenge to say, you need to look how well you have done. Because when I look at the Six of Earth, it's like it's got the pentacles on here, the deer energy within it. It's like an innocence for you. It's like an innocence. This is the challenge to say, some of you are being a little bit naive on a situation, and it could be to do with money, because obviously having the Six of Earth there. So it's saying here, with the Spirit of Gratitude and the Six of Earth, it may be that you are being over generous to somebody at the moment, and it's as though you have been taking on a situation of late in a protective stance of making sure you are providing or helping a family member or a friend out in a situation to do with lending money. So your challenge this week is, it's saying don't be naive. I want to say don't be naive, because you've helped this person now get back on their feet. Because if you look at the Rabbit Spirit, it's flourishing, okay, going into the autumn. It's saying they are sitting pretty now. You have helped them enough to give them stability. So have that spirit of gratitude this week to say your cup doesn't overrun anymore, because your cup is done basically in giving money out to support somebody where now they are sitting pretty. So that's why the naivety comes in. That's why the white stag comes in to say, you know, just realise that they no longer need your help and assistance, because they are sitting in a better position because of you helping them. And that's why the Spirit of Gratitude card has come out as the energy around you to say, okay, let them give gratitude to you now that you have helped them, that you are no longer there to give them any more financial support, because you need to start supporting yourself. It's just saying here that's your challenge, because you've helped somebody, or you've put money into a project where you know you may have put more in than a partner if it's in a business. But it's just saying here now the Spirit of Gratitude is to say, whoa, hold back, because you have done your bit. You have done your bit, Cancer, in supporting somebody, supporting an issue. Now, if it's on a romantic side of things, then with the Rabbit Spirit, okay, and now is a lucky time, I just feel that some of my Cancers this week could be dealing with somebody who's already been in a relationship and they have got children already, okay, so they have got baggage. And the Six of Earth here is your challenge spirit to say, do I really want to get involved with this person? Do I really want to take that responsibility on? And the Spirit of Gratitude then is saying to you, you are quite flattered to the fact that somebody, you know, thinks that much of you, but you've really got to give some serious head space here. If you start venturing into this relationship, then it is going to be an expensive long haul, because you're not just dealing with one person, you're dealing with a family unit. So it's just saying as well then, I'll get that message picked up for some of my Cancers. These are only short little readings. I just pick up on the energies from the cards that come out, Cancer. You can take something on board from that message, and I will look forward to reading to you next time. So take care, my lovelies. Bye then. I'm now going to be reading for my lovely Capricorns. So Capricorn, for you we have the three lovely cards. The first one is your general energies, the second will be your challenge, and the third is the animal spirit you or someone around you is taking on for the week ahead. I'm just going to turn all these round, and then we'll have a look at what is going on for you, my lovely Capricorns, for the week. And we have ears wide open. We've got the Five of Water in your challenge position, and we have the lovely Buffalo Spirit, the abundant universe will provide. So we'll go for the ears wide open. This is your general energy for the week ahead, and it's saying there is communication going to be coming in. You need to keep your ears to the ground this week. If you have been waiting for information that is key regarding whatever issue that may be, it could be your health, job related, I just feel that it's ears to the ground this week, because there's some really key information that needs to be picked up on your radar, okay? Because with the Five of Water in the challenge position, I feel as though it's something's coming to the surface, and that is your challenge this week. It's as though, okay, you put an issue that you just left, and it's just been bubbling away in the background because you haven't had the time or the energy to deal with this situation, or to deal with some paperwork or some legalities or something like that. But it's just saying you may be subject to hearing of gossip about somebody that you know from your past, because it's like something's resurfacing with the Five of Water. That's your challenge. It's like to say to deal with something this week of news coming in about somebody from your past, an issue from your past, somebody that you thought you would never cross paths with again. You could hear of somebody coming back into your neighbourhood that had left. Could be that, like that for some of you. But it's just saying ears wide open, because there's some key information coming in this week where something is going to be resurfacing, or a situation is going to be arising again, and that is your challenge. Having the Buffalo Spirit here, the buffalo is a strong animal of force, but when I look at it's like the battle scars here that this buffalo is wearing, and that is why it makes me think, having the scars, that whoever or whatever this issue is that you're going to have to be dealing with this week, opening up old wounds. So as I said, it's as though you are surprised to hear of some information that is coming your way this week, and it's it could come from a third party, but it's like that startled, oh my god, you're joking me, I never thought that was gonna, that person would ever come back into my life. I never thought that person would come back into where I live. I never thought I'd have to deal or face, because if we look at the Buffalo Spirit, like he's face on. So there's something this week where you've got to deal with it face on, but you've dealt with it before, or you've dealt with this person before, because you've had battle scars from them. So you've been hurt by this person before, or you've sort of dealt with this issue before, and it's like you're digging back into paperwork. It could be something as daft as you think you may be owed money, so you're sort of having to dig back into old papers, because it's like somebody said, you could claim off that now, and it's like, you what? because it's like that kind of information. So then you have to sort of, your challenge is to dig and delve and get everything legally what you need to put forward as well. So I've got that kind of an issue, but on the overall, I'm more drawn to that somebody from your past is resurfacing or coming back into where you live, okay? Or you will hear of some information about them. Now, they're only short little readings, the weeklies. I'm not going to divulge any more into this, but I'd just like to gloss over quickly of the energies that are around you for the week ahead. But it's just saying here, the abundant universe will provide as well on that message for the buffalo spirit. And on that message, it's to say some of you could be feeling you're struggling to keep your heads above water on an issue as well. But it's saying here not to worry if it's financially that you are concerned about, because ears wide open, then that means take advice. So if you are worried about finances, or there's something troubling you where you feel like you are, trying to keep your head above water on a situation, then just know with the buffalo spirit, you have got this strong energy to get through this, and it's saying you will be provided. It's as though money might come into some of you this week unexpected. You could have a windfall this week. You could literally just go into a petrol station, buy a scratch card, or in the supermarket, and you could end up with 25 quid in your pocket, okay? Because the universe works in funny ways. When people are on their last few pounds, then I do pick up that as well with some of my Capricorns. So my lovelies, I hope you can take something from that. And if you do get a scratch card and win money, please let me know in the comments box. So my lovelies, have a great week, and I'll look forward to reading you next week. So take care. Bye then. I'm now going to read for my lovely Geminis. So Gemini, we have got 3 cards. So the first card will be your energies for the week ahead. So I'll turn that over first. And we have Broken Open. The second card is your challenge or unexpected, and it's the 10 of air. And then the animal spirit card can be that of your energies or of somebody around you, and it's the Nightingale spirit, love is all around. These are 3 lovely cards for you to go in for the week ahead, Gemini. Broken Open, this is the energy that is around you for the week ahead, and that energy there, to me, it's just saying it's positive energies that are going in for you for the week ahead, my lovely Geminis. I just feel you are transmitting a lot of love to others this week, because I've got the sacral and the heart chakra alight in this card, and it's as though you are sending out healing, or you are just sending out love to somebody this week. With the 10 of air as your position of the challenge, and the person is sort of looking upwards, then the challenge for you this week, I want to say to you, you need to be open this week, Gemini, because it's looking up to the heavens, that card is. But I want to say that you need to open up your heart. I feel whoever I'm picking it up with here on the Geminis, then you have had a few months where you felt like you couldn't open up to somebody, or you couldn't sort of converse with somebody openly of how you truly feel. And that is why the Nightingale spirit comes out. The card says love is all around, because this is what I'm picking up with the Geminis here who haven't felt loved. You just haven't felt you want to give love out or receive love in. But this is the challenge for you, because it's literally saying the 10 of air. And the 10 of air, I always look at the air cards as communication. And there is going to be communication coming in for some of you this week as well. But with the Nightingale spirit, because we've got the sort of, even though they're on sort of like flower trumpets here in the artist's work, I look at that as the old megaphone, gramophone, record type of scenario, where somebody, if it's not you, then it's voicing somebody's opinion this week. If I go with the romantic side of things here, then it's as though you are opening your heart up. This week somebody has got under your skin and you succumb to it. With the Ten of Air, it's like you've just released to the fact that, okay, I'm just going to go and accept this love that is coming into me. It's as though I'm picking up with some of my Geminis who have been fighting, accepting, like a person around you wants to offer their love and support, and it's like you've been fending it off, and you haven't been sort of been closed off to it. But this week it could be the person who wants to get closer to you, could be taking on this nightingale spirit, and it's like to say they sort of put their two pence in, and that's the challenge for you then, to accept that information. Because I just feel like you've got to look up, and it's as though something like love is just smacking you in the face. But this week, boom, somebody's just going to come straight in and voice their opinion and tell you how they truly feel. Or, as I say, this could be on the other foot, where you literally break open and you confess your feelings to somebody else. But because the Ten of Air is communication, so it's just to say you've got to be open this week. That is your challenge. Either you communicate to somebody, or the communication is coming into you. So that is on the love side of things. On the general, I just feel there's a situation around some of my Geminis where, when it says broken open, I just feel that there's a situation around you this week where you are offering love and support to others. And the Nightingale spirit, it's as though you are voicing your opinion to sort an issue out for somebody around you. And the Ten of Air, in the general stance, again, is just saying you need to be aware that there is other help around you. It's not all on your shoulders. And that is your challenge, to say, look, allow others to come in and help you sort this issue out. Because I just feel that there's an issue around some of my Geminis where love and support and a network is being built around this week to get you through or sort something out. So I hope you can make some kind of sense from that. But the general message there was really for the romantic side of things. I just feel that there's news coming in this week where somebody's going to voice their opinion, or you're going to voice your opinion, and you're just going to crack open, okay, and succumb and communicate with somebody this week and give them your true feelings. Okay, my lovely Geminis, these are only just little short reads for the weeklies, so I hope you can take something from that, and I will look forward to reading to you next time. So take care, my lovelies. Bye then. Now I'm going to be reading for my lovely Leos. Hi Leo, I hope you're doing well. So let's have a look at what's going on for you for the week ahead. So we've got the overall energy, we've got the challenge for you, unexpected challenge, and this is the animal spirit you or those around you will be taking on. I'm just going to flip all these cards around and we'll have a look. We'll have a look of what is going on for you, Leo. So, wow, we've got a lot of red going on. Straight away pops out. So we've got beautiful uncaging as your energy for the week ahead. In the challenge position, we've got Queen of Earth. And then at the animal spirit, we've got Moth Spirit, surrender now. So with the beautiful uncaging, it's a lovely week ahead for you. You just feel, for the first time in a long time, you are emanating all this. You are, well, both ways really, it's a two-way street. You are receiving love and support, and you are also giving out love and support to others. So this is a really caring, sharing, getting together with friends and family type of scenario this week. It's being comfortable with who you are. It's as though you can literally wear your heart on your sleeve and not be scared to, if that makes sense, this week as well, Leo, who I'm picking up with. Hence the Queen of Earth. The challenge for you this week is to realise your true strength, your inner strength. You are so grounded, okay? You've got your feet firmly rooted into position, and you are voicing your opinion this week. And that has been a challenge for you in the past, but now you have got this strength and people are going to see such a difference in you. The moth spirit, I feel, is the fragility and the vulnerability that you used to be. But it's surrendering now. So this is like an old energy of yours where there was a vulnerability about you. You were quite easily drawn into being led by other people. But it's saying you are losing that energy. I want to say that energy is going. So we are transitioning here, Leo, for the week ahead. I also want to say there is news of an engagement coming in this week, because I feel like locked hearts here. So it's either the celebration of an anniversary this week for somebody, or an engagement proposal this week as well for some of my Leos. But having the Queen of Earth, it's the challenge for you is realise your potential. You've got so much at your fingertips here. You've got to realise that you can harness this now. So for the week ahead, it's saying you are no longer this moth. You are no longer going to be drawn to the flames of others. You are no longer going to be listening to what other people are trying to tell you. You've got a voice this week, Leo. I just want to say you've got a voice this week, and you are going to stand your ground. Okay, that's why it's in the challenge vision. You are standing your ground on a situation that is close to your heart, and where it would have made you feel vulnerable in the past, that's gone, because it's like you're surrendering to your weaker self on a situation. You are taking control back this week, Leo, in your energy field. You are taking control back. But I do feel, as I said, there is news of an engagement or a specific anniversary as well for some of you, not all of you. But it's saying for your energies for this week, then this old, this vulnerable, there's been a situation where you felt vulnerable. You could have been in a relationship where you felt vulnerable, or just certain things around you made you feel like that, but you are losing that this week. You are losing that, and it's like your passions have been ignited and you've got this energy back as well. You are looking to a brighter future, and this is what it's saying to you. This is your challenge this week, saying you are strong, you can go forward. There's these opportunities coming in for you, because we've got the key here where the lock is being opened. So it's just saying here, you are no longer under restriction. Whatever it is you wish to put into place, whatever it is that you want to be creative over, then it's to go forward this week. So I hope you can take something away with that message, Leo. They're only short little messages, and I'll just pick up on the energy fields for you for the week ahead, really. And it's just saying you're grounded, you're in a good place, you're opening your heart up as well. Matters of the heart, you are having heart-to-hearts with people, even if it's your nearest and dearest, or family or friends. But you are losing, you are surrendering, you are no longer that vulnerable moth, and you are not going to be drawn to listening to what other people should tell you to do. That's gone. You stand as the queen here. You can do whatever you wish, and speak your voice and give your opinion. So that is what I get for you, Leo, and I will look forward to reading to you next week. So take care. Bye then. I'm now going to be reading for my lovely Librans. So Libra, the first card is your energies for the week ahead. The second is your challenge position, and your third is your animal spirit card, which you or somebody else around you could be taking on for the week ahead. So I'm just going to turn all the cards round so we can have a look at what is going on for you for the week ahead, my lovelies. So we have, in the energies, we've got the Grand Symphony. So your general energy for the week ahead, my lovely Librans, it's basically playing to your own tune this week, blowing your own trumpet, making people aware how you are feeling. And it's just saying here, Grand Symphony, it could be that you are writing your future. Writing your future, I want to say. It's as though there is some big decisions to be made this week. Because the Five of Earth here is in your challenge position. And when I look at the Five of Earth, it's like you have got to be outlaying money. We've got savings here on the right hand side as we look at the screen. So making sure that you've still got some money secure. But you are going to be spending some money this week. And it's as though you, with the Grand Symphony, you've come to a conclusion. There is something that you wish to purchase or spend money on that is, you feel that is going to give benefit to you in the future. So this week it's concerns of, it's the time now, strike while the iron is hot, because I just feel that with the Grand Symphony, it's about big changes. Okay, now this could be, you could be looking at moving, you could be looking at starting a new job, you could be looking to outlay on education. Okay, but there's money got to be spent out this week. That's either tools in your own self-employed business, creativity, whatever the aspect is. All I can say is your challenge is you've got to allow yourself to spend this money. Don't worry about it, because I know some of you will be worrying, thinking, I really shouldn't be spending this, and will I have enough left? And it's saying, the universe is telling you this week, Libra, that you go ahead, buy what you need, speculate to accumulate. That's what I want to say, speculate to accumulate. And that is the energy that I've got going around my lovely Librans this week. Now with the giraffe spirit, see the big picture, that's just saying to you, literally, you will have to outlay, because you've got to see the bigger picture here. So whoever I'm picking up with, the Grand Symphony for you, the energies that are around you for the week ahead, big decisions. It's a big purchase, a big move, a big challenge, as in you could have to, you know, spend out to buy a gift for somebody who you want to, you know, show them that you are committed to them. It's that kind of an energy I am working on with my lovely Librans this week. A lovely energy, to be fair, but it's just saying here, these cards are coming out to you and say, go for it, Libra. Go for it this week. Spend that money, because you will have enough saved. Don't worry about it. Okay, see the bigger picture, because I'm looking at the giraffe as being a tall animal. See that, you know, that you might think it's a tall order in thinking, oh, really, do I need to spend this? Oh, gosh, you know, what am I doing here? But it's saying here this week, the Grand Symphony, it is playing out to your tune, whatever you are dealing with this week. That's a lovely little short reading there for you, Libra. My weeklies are only short readings, as you know, but I do like to come in and give you a heads up on the energies and the unpredictables for the week ahead. So I hope you can take something from that little short read. But as it says on there, see the big picture. And with all the orange energy, it's the passion and the enthusiasm that you will get kick-started this week, regardless to what's happening or has been happening around you. You need to take the reins this week, and you need to play to your own tune and get things in motion. So that's what I've got for you, my lovely Librans. So until next week, I will speak to you then. Take care. Bye then. I'm now going to reading for my lovely Pisces. So Pisces, we've got the overall energies, the challenge or unexpected, and the animal spirit card that you or somebody else will be taking on for the week ahead. So I'm just going to turn all these cards round, and then we can have a look at what's going on for you with the energies coming in. So we've got birds of a feather flock together. Okay, we've got the King of Fire in your challenge or unexpected, and the animal spirit, it's got spirit has your back, and it's the eagle spirit. So the overall energy for the week ahead, I do feel that there's social gatherings for you. So you could be meeting family this week. You could be going on a short trip away just for a couple of days to visit friends or family. It's a nice energy that we've got here going in the week ahead for you. The King of Fire in the challenge position for you, then it's matters of the heart. So it could be for some of you on a romantic, where the challenge for you this week, you may have to get things off your chest. You could be dealing with family matters as well. where people are looking to you to solve an issue, or they will be coming to you for some advice. And then the eagle spirit has your back, because I just feel that's coming as a strong energy around my Pisces, as in you are being given the strength and the help and support to get through a difficult issue. So here with the birds of a feather, there's an issue around some of my Pisces this week where as a collective you need to get together to sort things out, or as a collective you are on a social aspect of a family or friends, and it's about going out and enjoying yourself and giving yourself some self-love back with the King of Fire. Because I'm picking up with some Pisces here who could have gone through a rough time recently, and this is where you get the support network coming from your friends and family. And I do feel that some of you are taking a mini break away. For some of you, not all of you. But having the eagle spirit there, I just want to say you have got, as it says there, spirit has your back. There's a situation or an issue that has arisen around my Pisces for the week ahead. There's going to be a challenge put in front of you that is going to affect you emotionally because of the King of Fire here. So passions will be running high, emotions will be running high over a situation, but it's saying it can be resolved and it will be sorted by the help of others, and know that your back is protected by spirit. I feel that I'm picking up with some energies around Pisces who could be worrying about an issue. It could be to do with a health related issue where you need to take advice off others, because I've got this collective. There's a collective around Pisces for the week ahead in sorting out some kind of issue where you will need to take advice, and it is a matter close to your heart. So if this is to do with a relationship, it could be to do with a job aspect. You could have a challenge this week where it's saying follow your heart. Have that sharp eye of the eagle if it is something that you are pursuing, whether that's romantic or on a job front. Because with the birds of a feather on a job front, it's just saying there could be obviously others going for this interview, others going for this job opportunity, but it's saying here, believe in yourself. You've got the passion and the drive to do this. You've got the eagle spirit of going for the kill. So its spirit has your back. So if it is a job you're going for, then these cards are saying you've got a good strong chance getting this in the bag, but you've got to believe in yourself, Pisces. Got to believe in yourself. And then on the other side of the fence, as I was saying, I felt it was a social gathering. It could have been a family event where you haven't seen somebody for a while. And when spirit has your back, I just feel then that could be somebody where if it's a wedding, an anniversary or an engagement party where family is there, it's like to say somebody in your spirit family who's passed on is going to be in that gathering. It's like they are watching over you. September, the week ahead, would be a memory of a passing for somebody, and it's like to say, I'm at that party with you, I'm at that gathering with you, whatever that may be. These are only short little reads, Pisces. I like to come in and give you a little short, precise energy reading of what could be happening around you. So I hope some of you can take that on board, and I'll look forward to reading you next week. So take care, my lovelies. Bye then. I'm now going to be reading for my lovely Sagittarians. Sag, we've got the energy around you, your challenge, and the animal spirit you or someone is taking on board. So I'll just turn all the cards around, and then we'll have a look at the message that's hidden in here for you for the week ahead. So awakening genius, that is your general energy for the week ahead. The Two of Air is in your challenge position, and then the starfish spirit, open to infinite possibility. This week, it's as though you have been put under the spotlight. There is something that you have done recently, whether in a work ethic or in a volunteering, where it's put you under a spotlight where people have recognised your talent or your ability. It could be even on a work ethic where you are with one company here, but because of something that you've done or been focused on in the last couple of weeks, it's as though your head is going to be turned in a challenge position this week, as in somebody is going to approach you and try and poach you. Now this could be in a work, as I said, if you already work in an organisation, a different department could come to you, or if you are in a different, it's like being headhunted, Sag. That's what I feel. It's like this week somebody is headhunting you for your pure genius, because it's like to say you've been put in the spotlight, as I said. Having the starfish spirit open to infinite possibility, it's like you've been lying on this bed of sand, because starfish lie under the sand, and it's like you're coming to the surface. You're taking the energy of the starfish this week, and it's like you're coming to the surface to see what opportunities are going to be turning your head. So that's a challenge for you this week, because it's like you didn't see it coming. You didn't see this coming, but it's in lights here. You're literally on the being put in the spotlight for something, either if it's to do with your education, whether you've passed an exam, or with flying colours. I want to say flying colours for you, but there's something that you've done where you are literally put in the spotlight as that person's a genius. That person, we could do with something with that person. Headhunted this week, Sag. You're going to be headhunted, and something, there's going to be an infinite possibility presented to you. Now, if it's on a romantic side of things here, then the challenge for you is you're going to have your head turned by somebody in a romantic unexpectedly, and having this energy here of the spotlight energy, as I call it, the awakening. It's as though it's an awakening from your past. So somebody is resurfacing as the starfish spirit, okay? There is somebody coming in from your past as well this week, my lovely Saggies. That is sort of going to be stirring up the emotions a little bit, and that is going to be your challenge, because you didn't expect them to come back in. You didn't expect to hear off them. And I feel whoever it is are a little bit older than you, okay, whether that's male or female, but it's been a while since you heard of them. So I'm going to leave it there for you, Sag. I hope you can take something on board from that little message for the week ahead, and I will look forward to reading to you next time. So take care, my lovelies. Bye then. Now going to be reading for my lovely Scorpios. So Scorpio, we've got the first card in the energy position of the energies around you for the week ahead. Second is your challenge. And then the third will be the animal spirit either you or someone around you is taking on. So I'm just going to turn all the cards round, and let's have a look at all of them and see what's going on for the week ahead. So your general energy is saying let it go. Your challenge is the Hermit card, and then the animal spirit is the butterfly spirit of transformation is beautiful. So the energy is going in for you, Scorpio, where it's saying let it go. Matters of the heart here. There is things that you have tied up emotionally within your heart space, where you have been looking for closure on a certain situation. And then in the challenge position here, the Hermit, it's saying you can close the door on this now. You can literally close the door. But I want to say you need to close the door on one thing, it's saying, before another door can open for you. We've got keys here on the Hermit card. So your challenge this week, there is something, an issue, a person, just an aspect where you cannot do any more. You cannot get any more information of this person. You cannot take this matter any further. And it's just saying here, you need to have the energy this week of release. Forgive, release, and let go. In order to do that, by doing that, you close the door and you get closure. And because you can close this chapter on something, having the butterfly spirit, this is when you can transcend then. This is when you transform and you can literally feel free. So There is something or someone who's had you wrapped up in knots, Scorpio, for the last however long. But it's saying you are finally accepting or have been given closure on something this week, where you can literally close the door, close the book on that issue. There is a new opportunity coming in for you as well, because it's like the universe is saying here, if you can let go of a romantic element, if there's somebody that you've had your mind fixed on thinking this is the person for you, but it's saying here, for the time being, if you are meant or destined to be with someone, it will happen, even if it's 5, 10 years, 15 years down the line before you get to be with that person again. And I can personally give you a story about that. I used to work for somebody years ago, and their wife passed away, okay, from an illness. And when they were in their early 70s, they went back to their homeland in Germany, and they met up with an old sweetheart that they had gone out with when they were only sort of 16 and 17, and they ended up being back together. And that story to me just opens up a book saying it doesn't matter how many years go by, if you are destined to revisit or be with somebody later on, then the universe will make that happen in any way, shape or form. So for now, your message is saying, let go. Let go of this person, let go of this situation, close the door on that to allow opportunities, because I feel like you have been wasting your time on this, your energy on this project or person or issue. So it's saying by allowing that, go into the butterfly spirit energy, and it will allow you to have wings to fly in order to experience other things in life that you've been missing out on. If that makes sense to the Scorpios who I am picking up with today, my lovelies. So for the week ahead, it's about letting go of things that you can no longer control, that are out of your hands, that you can do nothing further with. Shut the door on that to allow other opportunities to come in, because we've got a portal here. We've got a number 9 and it's going into a number 10. So there's a completion. Okay, there is a completion on something here where you can put it to bed. And having the butterfly spirit transformation is beautiful. So it's like it's a weight off your shoulders, and you can feel that release this week. Okay, Scorpio, so that's the kind of energies that you are dealing with in the week ahead. So that is a lovely, lovely 3 set of cards there as a message for you for the week ahead. So I will look forward to reading to you next week, my lovely. So take care then. Bye then. I'm now going to be reading for my lovely Taurus. So Taurus, we've got the energies for the week ahead, your challenge, and the animal spirits that you or somebody's is going to be taking on energy-wise. So let's turn the cards over and we'll have a look what's going on for you. So I'm just going to quickly turn all of them over. So we have opening to discovery is the card as your general energy. We've got the 5 of fire in your challenge position, and the vulture spirit, nothing is wasted, in your animal spirit card. So opening to discovery here, the week ahead, it's just saying there's a new door of opportunity going to be arising for you this week. And having all the stars round there, this is good fortune coming your way. Having the 5 of fire, I always look as though you have got choices to be made. So that's your challenge this week. There are choices to be made, because there is a door of opportunity opening up to you, but you will be undecided which way to turn, because you've got more than one choice coming in. So this is your challenge with the 5 of fire. You've got to sit down and weigh up the opportunity that has presented itself to you. Having the vulture spirit, because it's saying nothing is wasted, then you literally have to pick the bones, because obviously the vultures, I'm going off the metaphorical sense of picking the bones of something. So it's saying some of you could have the energy vibe of this is too good to be true. This is too good to be true. This is what's being presented to you this week. Now, if it's on a romantic side of things, then this is where the challenge comes in, because you will feel as though you've got more than one choice on a romantic. So you could be dealing with two people here who are trying to win the affections of your heart. So for some of my Taurians, this is to do with on the romantic, where you have literally the challenge this week is to sit down and decide, okay, because I feel like the vulture spirit is the people on the romantic who are coming in for your attention. But you have got to seriously think which person you are going to be swayed more to. And it's saying, I feel like some of whoever I'm picking up with here, you've been dealing and keeping these people who are romantically interested in you sort of on a short string. But it's coming to the crunch now, where you've literally got to decide where your heart lies. So nothing ventured, nothing gained, I want to say as well for some of you this week, because it's saying don't sit too long and think about it, because we've got a happy medium here. You've got to decide on this situation of this opportunity that's coming in, Taurus. But it's saying don't sit on your laurels too long, because you know you could miss that opportunity if you hang about too long. So there's this door opening for you. Now this could be on a job opportunity where you've got about 3 different jobs offered you on the table, and it's like, wow, I need to really pick the bones of the contracts of each of these jobs that are presented to me, each of these study courses that I am looking to go on, to then open the door to discovery of following my true heart. And that is both on the romantic and the general, whatever you're dealing with, Taurus, this week. I'm going on the energies that I'm picking up from these cards. You've literally got to pick the bones of somebody's heart, because I feel there's more than one person where you feel affection to. But you've got to sit down this week and decide, I need to unlock who I want to, you know, pursue my romantic issue with. Okay, follow my heart basically, because you can't sort of keep the two in play. But as I said, these are only small little reads, Taurus. I just jump in on the weeklies to give you an overall energy of what you are facing, and that is what I feel for you for the week ahead, my lovely. So I hope you can take something from that little short read, and I will look forward to reading you next week. So take care. Bye then. Now reading for my lovely Virgos. So Virgo, we've got your overall energy, your challenge, and the animal spirit energy you or someone is taking on this week. So I'm just going to turn all the cards round and we'll have a read of what's going on for you. So we have Divine Matrix as your energy. We've got the 3 of Water as your challenge, and the Mouse Spirit, Tend to the Small Things, as your animal spirit card for the week ahead. So the Divine Matrix here, the energies that are coming around you for the week ahead, it's just saying that you seem to be escaping at the moment into a virtual world. Like you are taking yourself out of the real world, and you are putting all your energies in to whatever it is that makes you happy this week. The Divine Matrix, this is a matrix that you are putting into place yourself. As I said, it's like you are living in your own divine matrix. You are putting things around you. You are structuring things that you want to be dealing with that make you happy this week, Virgo. The 3 of Water, though, is your challenge, because you're taking on too many challenges this week. You've got all this energy, okay, where you want to get so much done in putting a plan into place or a trip into place. But having the 3 of Water, this is your challenge, because you are trying to get too many things off the ground all at once. The 3 of Water, it's saying they're all, okay, pearls. they are good ideas, what you're trying to get off the ground. It's like you're trying to get something off the ground this week. And the mouse spirit comes in to say, tend to the small things. Where you are looking at the bigger picture at the moment and thinking, yeah, if I could get this into place, get that wheel into motion, contact that person there, I can see this divine matrix, I can see this business of mine spinning out and, you know, going out down different avenues, and you're looking way into that matrix, okay, right down into that vortex. But it's saying, hang on a minute, just come back a little bit, because you've got to tend to the small things. I'm not saying, I don't want to sort of like be the water on the fire to doubt your passions. You have got the passion. We've got all the orange here. You have got all the energy and the will to take this forward. But it's just saying here, lessen the load and deal with one thing at a time. Deal with one project at a time as well. You will still reach your divine matrix, but instead of feeling overwhelmed, because that's what I feel with the Three of Water, you feel overwhelmed and it's like, oh, I need to get all these, I need to contact them, I need to do this, I need to do the other. But it's saying you don't need to. You need to come and think smaller and tend to the small things. So do the important things first, okay? Because in life we tend to do the urgent over important, and sometimes our hands are tied on that. But it's saying this week, if you can, deal with the small important things that need looking at. And if I was looking at this on a romantic, then I do feel that I'm picking up with people here who have been a third element in a relationship. I've got 3 people involved here, and it's saying your challenge for this week is to decide with the divine matrix, because I feel like some of you have been living in a fantasy world on the romantic side of things, where you've been juggling like there's 3 people involved, like a love triangle going on. And it's saying the mouse spirit comes in this week to say you need to really, are you the insignificant party here? Because you feel like you are sinking into your depths on this relationship, and the divine matrix is the energies where you are not living in a real world, because obviously whoever I'm picking up with, who's entangled with this relationship, having this affair or liaison or wherever it may be, but it's saying you've got to break it down this week. And that's why the mouse spirit comes in and say, do you really need to carry this on? Do you emotionally want to keep burdening this? Because I just feel like the challenge is for you, are you going to continue spinning the 3 plates and still be that person? Are you going to be like the insignificant one? But that is down to you. So that's a really tough one on the romantic who I'm picking up with. So my lovely Virgos, these are only small dips in on the weekly reads. I hope you can take something from that message for the week ahead. And I look at that as well. And some of you are going to have your washing machine breakdown this week. I just wanted to put that out there because they're just screaming at me, washing machine. And it's like somebody's gone to work, comes back, and they've got like water flooded in their kitchen. So that's definitely not going to resonate with all of you, but I just feel that was just shouting out at me saying washing machine needs to be replaced this week for some of you. So my lovely Virgos, I'll leave that with you, and I'll look forward to reading to you next week. Take care then. Bye. So my lovely people, I hope you have a great week ahead and you can take some messages from those readings this week, and I will look forward to reading to you next time. So take care. Bye then.